Hey friends, welcome back. It's time for another garden tour. I am running late trying to multitask. Felt like my life at the moment. This past week has been full of canning and solo parenting and all that fun. So I didn't get up as many videos as planned. So we are going to do quite a bit of stuff. But if you're ever curious what I'm doing if I'm not posting a video, I do have Instagram. And I'm fairly active over there so you can see everything happening. Tonight I am doing a little bit of fertilizing on some of my plants, not all of them, and heavily watering. We are getting into the heat of the summer and we should get rain soon enough. We are now in hurricane season, so we should be getting lots of rain here soon. It's been kind of strange that we haven't gotten as much rain this year. So it just always makes things for an interesting year. So let's water, let's see what's going on, and I'll show you everything. All right, let's start down at the tomatoes per usual. This week I feel like is extra exciting because you're starting to see more color than just the green from the tomatoes. So I have a few sunflowers open. You can start seeing the zinnias open. It's just getting pretty with the red touches from the tomatoes. And some of these are just ridiculous. They are almost to our gutters and our soffits. So let me show you everything going on. We have basil. I just keep pinching it because I've been noticing I've been getting some like aphids around the top. It happens. So I'm just pinching. They'll go to the chickens. They get to enjoy the bugs and it just makes my basil bushier. I've been harvesting quite a few tomatoes. I bring in like a handful every day. So there's some here. There, I do need to get in because I'm noticing some of mine are getting some suckers there. This one has turned into a huge sucker I got to deal with. So more zinnias about to open. This one looks like it's that pretty pinky purple. Just so much going on. Some of these I have completely missed the sucker and now it's turning into two. That's okay. I will deal with it. My Genevieve's basil still looking good. Blooms. Look at this one. It is just going. It is one. So that is crazy. This is a sucker though. That is going to have to get trimmed, sadly. Cosmos. Look at the color of this one. Isn't it just so vibrant? Just tons of things happening. The blue cream back there are fun. Here is another one. Marigolds that I planted at the very beginning are starting to do good. You'll see the hose. It's just, I'm doing it like a deep soaker. That's what I like to do. But this one back here blows my mind every time. It's a San Marzano or Aroma. I have to go back and look at my notes. But it is just ginormous. It's putting out these giant, like, well, they remind me of like fingerling potatoes, tomatoes. So that's fun. More colors. More basil. Let's move this hose down a little bit. I just let it do a deep soak and then it'll take care of it. Let's go this way. Strawberries are doing good. I did get in and like really clean up my garden some, so that's been a plus this week. Tomatoes, or not tomatoes, strawberries. I did plant potatoes here and there. I don't know if they're gonna come up, you know. I just had some old potatoes in the house and I just stuck them in. I just heavily deep watered these before we got talking, and one of my fertilizer bottles broke, so I rinsed it out in that pot. This just like shriveled up and died. These seem to be the same. I don't know what is going on with these jalapenos. I overwintered them. They've been doing great. Now they're like dead, so whatever. Peppers are doing good. Some of my peppers are all of a sudden getting a nice dark green again. Some are this like really light losing leaves. I don't know what it is, so that's why I added some fertilizer to it. I'll show you which one I used today. I don't know what's going on with my peppers. So I'm trying to figure it out because some are like a beautiful green, some are like yellow green. And same with this one. Some are doing better, some are doing worse. So I'm just trying to figure it out, but I do notice little things in here blooming, doing good. Whatever these flowers are, they are taking off. I have a pepper here that is planted way down low and it is just shot up. Oh, here's another lemon cucumber. I need to order the extender arms green stalk makes because this is just, I think it's too much laying on each other. And with our weather coming, that is going to be my next big garden purchase. But the Nasturtium has been blooming. These peppers are incredibly dense with leaves. Here's another good one. This one is a little sad, but it just got watered, so it'll be time. This kale, I trimmed it back and it's doing 10 million times better. So I'm just letting it go, seeing how long it lasts with our season. Here's my little watermelon down here. I just keep peeking at it. It is so cool, the moon and the stars. So you get, ooh, as it rolls away, a big spot. There's the moon, and then the little spots are the stars. Things are going good. Oh, I noticed some blackberries back there. I gotta go pick. You can tell the sweet potatoes are starting to vine. They need a good deep water. In this bed, things have changed a little bit. So celery is still here, but I had those starts on my trailer. I finally just put them in the ground. So I'm not quite sure what they are. They are melons of some kind. And then 3 peppers. I believe these are a bell pepper variety. My loofahs look like they are taking off. Oh, I'm not even showing you. They are basically up to the top here. So I need to start kind of working them up to get on to the slats. And then I also pulled out my Cherokee purple tomatoes. I don't know what's going on with them. I will try something again here. I'm going to restart them because we have such a long growing season. But I stopped at a local nursery and they had starts that were half off. So I got these 3 tomatoes and these 3 peppers for like $2.50. So I figured, you know what, why not? Let's bring them home. Do I need more tomatoes? I don't know, but I want to see how it goes starting tomatoes this late in the season. These are black Krim tomatoes, and then those are Anaheim peppers, and then my Arkansas Travelers. This one's doing really good. This one I need to come and like give it some good something. That Tramontino squash I need to come and tie up so it can start going up that trellis. And this cucamelon is doing really good. Let me get under here before I whack myself. It is starting to take off and vine all over, which is what I want. And I'm noticing itty bitty tiny babies. They are so small to start out with. So I'm noticing them. I'm waiting for those first few ones. My kids came and took some. I haven't gotten any. Here's this bed that I started. Ooh, big old bug just flew in my face. Okay, so beans around the edge of the bed, they came up really good. I'm always impressed with the beans I can get from a local farm store here. Some corn is coming up, some horrible weeds are coming up. I pulled a bunch. I need to get in here and pull some more, but I planted like a ton of pumpkins in here and none of them have come up. Okay, this one did, now it's dead. So I'm gonna plant some more pumpkins and then heavily mulch it and hope that helps. This is just some sweet corn I just threw in because we've never grown corn. My kids love it and I figured why not, it's fun. That guy right there I believe is the birdhouse gourd, and then I planted some here and some on that side that are honey nut squash. So those are coming up. I'm gonna replant some over there. And this bed just might need to get fertilized. I don't know exactly what's going on, but we'll figure that out. Over here, so I got okra, and then same there, okra. That sweet potato starting to vine out. That poor cabbage, it did not do anything. I do need to get in here and pick up some more tomatillos. It's about time where they just start dropping. They're a lot like how ground cherries were. That once they're ripe, they basically fall off and you got to catch them. Ground cherries and tomatillos kind of just grow up a little bit and then they sprawl. So what I keep doing is picking up kind of the arms and weaving them in and out from these posts, and it's going to become a jumbled mess, but it's the best way I have found to kind of keep them off the ground because we are so wet. Now if we get behind my chair, I need to get in here. This area is getting watered next, so ignore how bad they look like they need drinks. Here is one I've noticed I've had bugs. A couple back here that they just got blossom and rot. They just weren't fertilized properly, but I've got some more growing here. got this one growing here. Now I believe this one and this one is, I can't remember the name of it, but it's more of a heirloom variety, which I'm very excited about. I do have some cosmos that are blooming. They are pretty. This ground cherry is pushing out a bunch more fruit. This poor thing needs to be watered though. These beans, they are still going strong. I can't believe how green they are. They are kind of slowly being on their last leg. So then I will pull them and do something else. And that's why I planted those beans over there. So kind of like a second succession. Zinnias, these jalapenos are doing okay. They need to be watered, but they're doing okay. That ground cherry, I'm still sad it's gone. Okay, that Roma is almost done. I don't know what's up about it. All of a sudden it decided it's dying. That's okay. So these beans here and there are doing good. These ones are already starting to climb, which is what I want. Now this cherry tomato did fully die. I expected it. It's okay. I did plant this zucchini. It's just your regular green zucchini. It's doing fantastic. That one died. So I think I might replant it. I just want to see how these do growing in a pot. Those green beans are just about done. Sad marigolds. Everything needs to be watered. We've been so hot lately. Same up there. They are doing good. Okay, we're back to the tomatoes. Let's move this hose along. Now here on my trailer, we have Calendula and Borage. Again, I cannot get this borage to grow in the calendula. I feel like I maybe have a little bit growing here. This has been the most difficult plants for me, and everybody has said they are so easy. I did start more ground cherries and jalapenos, so I've got ground cherries here and here, and I even noticed this little guy, finally a jalapeno start going. Here's my Echinacea I've grown from seed. I'm letting them go a little longer, and then I'm going to plant them in the front yard where I have more Echinacea. I'll show you where. And then a neighbor gave me these, so I'm just going to give them a paint job, screw them up on the fence, and then I can put other plants, hang tools, kind of do some organization, but they cannot be pink. I am not a pink girl. We're losing light, so I have to hurry. Here is the fertilizer I'm using right now. I got this last summer on super sale from my Home Depot. So I'm just using it. It's like every couple pumps to a gallon of dirt or whatever. Instructions are on the back, but I do like it. It works good. It is higher in nitrogen. So I'm hoping that will help fix some of the green. I don't know. I don't know if they need phosphorus or what, but it's what I have on hand, so it's what I'm using. Okay, here we are with this Cosmo again. Another week. It has not bloomed. It is basically chest high on me. No blooms. No blooms. Some of my sunflowers that were volunteers, though, are getting closer and closer to opening up. My marigold bush in the back, I just love it. It's multiple marigolds. It's just gorgeous. Up here, things are just looking good. My poor chamomile, it just shriveled up and died. I don't know what it is. It might have just been too hot. We get very hot here from like now till forever. Same with this. All of it's looking good. Except these. These did not grow as planned. But I can't get over all these mint flowers. They're all just these little fuzzy things. They are so fun. My feverfew bloomed. I thought they were yellow flowers, but I just have tons of oregano blooms, rosemary, everything's blooming. Back here, look, those are still blooming. That's doing good. Over here, things are doing great. Look at that. I need to come out here before the end of the night. I'm gonna harvest some of the dill, the seeds. Sage is pushing up, tomatoes. Now I don't know if you can tell, but things are looking so much better in my front yard. And we have tons of blueberries that are ready. My plants that I was sad about have been perking up. I did add in a bunch more sunflower babies. So things are slowly filling up. There are blueberries everywhere now. This is just the beginning for us. We're still eating blueberries from last summer. Everything was looking so good. I mean, look at these cosmos. They were like dead. They were like dead a few weeks ago, and they're looking good. Okra's even perking up. I do have some, I think this is calendula still going, so I'm hoping it comes back to life. But everything's looking so much better. Oh my gosh, I could just eat these forever. Now that I fertilized and added that chicken manure, even my beans that were yellow are popping back. But this is the best part of what's happened lately. Look at these. Balm Blooms. So many, it's almost dark. So I hope you can see everything. It is gorgeous. But right here where I pulled up the kale, I'm gonna plant that Echinacea, because that is an Echinacea that finally came back. I didn't know if it would, but it finally did. So there's that. This lettuce is about to seed, and then I'm gonna save those. And now it's basically dark. So I'm gonna continue watering in the dark and sweat my little butt off. Oh, even though it's dark here, it doesn't cool down. And it won't cool down till like Thanksgiving, hopefully. It's just part of living down in the South. So there's a look at my garden. Things are happening, things are changing. I'm very excited. I love going back like 4 or 5 weeks and really seeing how much things have changed. It makes me feel better, and that's why I started these weekly tours, so I could see how I am doing. I could see what's doing better. I did go through, I've made notes of what varieties I am growing and stuff like that. I just have them written down. I don't have them marked or memorized. That I do not have space for in my brain right now, but I did write them down somewhere, so I know. But there we go. And if you'd like to see more, look away. If you'd like to see more of what's happening here, what's happening in my kitchen during the week, follow me on Instagram, because that's where I will share more things. And sometimes it's easier to make little quick videos than these longer ones. So have a good one, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, friends.